So, a while back, after seeing Legion go on sale, I finally decided to buy it and resubscribe to the game, ahead of the new expansion Battle for Azeroth coming out on August 14th. I told myself I wouldn't go back after being addicted to it for a good 3 to 4 years when Vanilla came out, but after wasting my time on other unsuccessful MMOs over the years, I want to see what I was missing. As of today, if you pre-purchase BfA for $50, you will get Legion for free. This video will be a review of Legion from a returning casual player perspective. First off, I think that Legion is one of the best expansions in terms of story since the Wrath of the Lich King. It feels like all the games in the Warcraft franchise have been building up to this epic conclusion against the Burning Legion. From the first in-game cutscene, you feel the stakes are high and playing through the story-focused quests are fantastic. I like the artifact weapons, reworked skills, and animations for each class. Whatever your playstyle, you can find a class that best suits you. Your character feels powerful and the combat is more fast-paced as you can take on hordes of enemies at a time. Like the original, I always wanted to create a new character and level them each time I see other classes in action. While the intro and main story quests are great, you are forced to soon take on quests to build alliances with the new races in the game, such as the High Mountain Tauren and the Nightborn, in new zones. Even though Blizzard is doing a lot to try to make the grind and level progression more diverse, most of these quests are boring and uninteresting. If you're boosting your character like I did, there's a lull in the story until you hit 110 max level and go to the region of Argus. Most of the story will not make sense to the average gamer who doesn't already have a good sense of all the story so far and its major characters, especially if you're just skipping over the quest text, which I would expect for a game franchise that's been building for more than 20 years. It's not as impactful if you don't know who these characters already are and their motivations. I knew a little bit of the Naru, but there are a boatload of characters and places you should already know. One example is Turalyon and Sylvanas' sister. Other main characters from the franchise, such as Jaina and Thrall, are uncharacteristically absent, but each expansion has a tendency to focus on a few main protagonists, so I'm sure they'll be back in future expansions. Since the story focuses on how the Burning Legion is everyone's enemy and is going to destroy the world, I feel there were a lot of missed opportunities and things Blizzard could have experimented with. While you will get some sense of both factions coming together to fight the Legion in shared class halls and quest hubs, it would have been awesome to see more of the Alliance and Horde working together other than just mainly Illidan and Khadgar. For example, it would have been awesome to get to fight alongside other players of the opposite faction for once in at least one or some of the dungeons. This would also cut down on some of the queue times for the larger raid encounters. Similar to Wrath of the Lich King, both factions attempt to work together, but by the end of this expansion, they end up at the same place where they began, hating and not trusting each other. I guess it wouldn't be called Warcraft if they worked together and achieved peace. For people that are coming back for the story of Legion, one of the most important tips I can give you before you start or use your level boost is to pick the right server. I would suggest a role-playing realm or PvE realm. I screwed myself up by picking an Alliance character on a heavily populated Horde PvP realm. Some areas restrict any combat, but most neutral areas, such as the High Mountain Town Hub, allow high levels to gank leveling players. I actually like the upcoming change in BfA that allows for any player, regardless of realm type, to turn on or off PvP. There's nothing worse than trying to read, complete, or turn in quests and being one-shotted by other players. Even after hitting max level, I was still getting one or two shotted by people with good gear. And this is where the end game and the grind for higher item level gear begins. With world and daily quests, it's hard for a new player to level in the same areas you have veteran players flying around doing the same quests in, always killing you. It's hard to focus on the main threat of the Legion when all you want to do is get revenge on the people camping your corpse. I hope you found this short video helpful. If you have been playing World of Warcraft for a long time, let me know in the comments below what you look forward to the most or what you want to see in the upcoming expansion. Thank you all for watching. See you all again soon.